Couple of days ago, I got a mail from Microsoft saying that they're gonna fix Windows. For a second, I thought that I'm special because I got the mail, but then realized that I have joined Windows Insider program so I can test out the future builds or test builds of Windows to help Microsoft to make Windows better. Despite having multiple Windows Insider channels, like there are 4 of them, Windows 11 kind of sucks. We all know that. But now, finally, Microsoft has also realized that they need to fix Windows. To be honest, hearing this from Microsoft feels unbelievable. So let's talk about what are those new good changes coming to Windows 11 so it will get better, and also when it's going to be available. Now, there is even a blog post about this. Again, for a second, I thought that I'm special because I got the mail, but it looks like that mail was sent to everyone who has joined the Windows Insider program. Okay, I'm one of those people. Check out the screenshots here. Do you see anything different here? Yeah. We are finally gonna get the movable taskbar. You can move it to wherever you want. All positions, left, right, top, bottom. So let's go through all the new changes they are gonna commit this year. And let me actually tell you when it's going to happen. I think all these changes will come later in this year. The major update of Windows 11, 26H2. Okay, right now it's 25H2. So later this year, we'll see all the changes they have mentioned in this. More taskbar customization, including vertical and top positions. As you guys know, after the release of Windows 11, they completely removed the movable taskbar. It was present in Windows 10, but for some reason they decided to just scrap that off. But now it's coming back, integrating AI where it's most meaningful, with craft and focus. Right now, the biggest problem with Windows 11 is AI is everywhere. Right-click menu, every single Windows app like Notepad, Photo, everything. So they say you will see us be more intentional about how and where Copilot integrates across Windows, focusing on experiences that are genuinely useful and well-crafted. As part of this, we are reducing unnecessary Copilot entry points, starting with apps like Snipping Tool, Photos, Widgets, Notepad. They're basically removing Copilot from the system. Okay, not entirely, but they're gonna minimize the Copilot impact. This is a good news. They can have their app, we can uninstall it and we'll be good to go. It's good to see that they're gonna reduce the Copilot entries from entire system. We're gonna get more control over Windows, and we'll also be able to skip the updates during device setup to get to the desktop faster. And we'll be able to restart and shut down our computer without needing to install update. This is something like completely different. So as you guys know, as soon as you receive a update, it gets downloaded to your device. If you turn off your computer or restart your computer, it will get installed. It looks like you can skip that and hold that update for a longer period, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks. I don't know exact numbers, but this is big. By having such an option, Windows updates will never be able to interrupt you. Faster and more dependable File Explorer. File Explorer is one of the most used surface in Windows. Our first round of improvements will focus on quicker launch experience and reduce flicker, smooth navigation, and more reliable performance for everyday file tasks. So File Explorer will also get performance boost. Right now there are many issues like white flash and all that. More control over widgets and feed experiences. To be honest, I don't use widgets. I don't even know how it looks like. I have that completely turned off. But if you're one of those people who use widgets, they say widget should feel helpful and relevant, not distracting or overwhelming. We are introducing quieter default and more control over when and how widgets appear. Okay, I know when you hover your mouse on widget, it just opens. Maybe they'll add a click action. So when you click, only then the widget open. That's better. A simpler and more transparent Windows Insider program. It's been a while. I have not tested any new Windows Insider builds, but let's see what they have to say here. The Windows Insider program is how you help shape of the future of Windows. And it should be easy to understand what to expect and how to participate. We are implementing changes to make it easier for you to navigate with cleaner channel definitions, easier access to new features, high quality builds, better visibility into how your feedback shapes Windows, and more opportunities to engage directly with us. Let me tell you something here. This movable taskbar is coming because of the feedback. So finally, Microsoft is actually listening to the community. So yeah, if you get lots of vote on specific feature, there is now higher chances of you getting that feature. Okay. I don't think I have Feedback Hub here, so let me download and let me show you guys how it works. I think there is even a new version. I uninstalled it from the system because it was kind of useless. Microsoft wasn't listening to us anyway. Again, now it looks like it's useful. Okay, now we can vote for the new features, improvements. So here is the original feedback. Bring back the ability to move the taskbar to the top and sides of the screen on Windows 11. It has 24,000 plus upvotes. And because of this, we are getting the movable taskbar. I guess Feedback Hub will now be more useful because they are actually listening to us. They say improved Feedback Hub available starting today. Your feedback is essential to improving Windows, and it should be easy to share and see what others are saying. Today we are rolling out the largest update to Feedback Hub yet. Again, this is also a big news because Microsoft is actually listening to community. So yeah. Beside all these new features, there are many other changes they are doing. Like, for example, performance. We are focusing on making Windows 11 more responsive and consistent so performance feels smooth and reliable. We are improving system performance, app responsiveness, file explorer, and the Windows subsystem for Linux, helping Windows stay fast as you move between apps and workloads. You know, I still can't believe these words are coming from Microsoft. It's like they're actually admitting that Windows 11 has problems, okay? And they're actually want to fix them. Lowering the baseline memory footprint for Windows, freeing up more capacity for the apps you run. They need to work on memory management. Let me go and check out my task manager here. Performance, memory. You know, more you use your system, more RAM will get cached. Okay, and at some point, you know, if you open a heavy application that you haven't opened since your computer turned on, there is a chance your Windows might get frozen because there is no free memory available. So they need to improve the memory management, the RAM. More consistent performance, even under load, so apps stay responsive throughout the day. Yeah, exactly what I said. Okay, so they also know. This time I think they're serious about making Windows better. Maybe something is going on there, like maybe Linux is gonna take over. They have fear, or, you know, there is a lot of backlash from users. That's for sure. I think they finally realized that they actually need to fix Windows instead of focusing on AI. And there are so many talks they have done here to improve Windows 11. You should go and check out this blog post to understand everything. If Microsoft actually does everything what they have said in this blog post, you know, Windows will actually get better. Okay. Almost all the problems that we have with the Windows, from like slow start menu, slow file explorer, to too much AI into the system, they have mentioned it here. Microsoft's vice president tweeted this: working on this is part of my new job, even more to come. And someone replied, nothing about removing the requirement to log in to an MS Online account just to use the computer. And he replied, yeah, I hate that, working on it. So there is a chance that we might be able to use local account. It's not on the official blog post, but since it's coming from a big guy, the vice president, we might be able to use Windows 11 without Microsoft account officially. No bypass, no nothing. And I hope that Microsoft keeps their word and actually fixes the Windows by the end of this year. And yeah, I'm actually excited for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about this? Is Microsoft actually going to do this, or no? I think this time maybe they'll do it. Yeah, they'll actually make Windows better. Maybe there is something going on internally, or I don't know. I'm not going to go too deep, but yeah, this time Yeah, maybe Windows will actually get better. Okay. But still, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye bye.